Hi, Steve Foster here with Legends of the Highway. I'd like to invite you to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button if you like what you see. Just know we've got a lot of really cool content coming, interesting cars, exotic cars, performance cars, home builts, you name it. Legends of the Highway is the place to go for the enthusiast. Hi, my name's Steve Foster and welcome to another episode of Legends of the Highway. I'm here today at beautiful Laguna Seca Raceway for the historic car reunion and races. And I'm here with my friend David Miyasako and his fantastic Ford GT. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to talk about David's car and he's going to explain some of the cool details and what makes this car significant.
It was built by Superformance, under license by Ford GT40 spares. It's built under license, so it is a real GT40, built from the original drawing, specs, and tooling. So it is registered here in California as a 1965 vehicle under 1965 emissions and safety regulations, meaning I never have to get this car smogged.
Fantastic.
So the livery is a Golf livery that was used in 1969 for the winning P1075 car, which, by the way, is here at Laguna Seca on the other side of the bridge.
And what did you say that car was insured for?
That car is insured for $100 million. I was looking for Rob Walton to offer him up a straight-up trade, but I couldn't find him.
$100 million for a two-time winner of the Le Mans 24-hour race. Probably one of the most iconic race cars in existence today and incredibly well known. And David's going to walk us through his tribute to that livery. Even though his car is authentic, the livery, of course, is a fantastic tribute to that double winner of Le Mans. So David, walk us through your car and what makes it special.
Like I said, it was built under license, so it's absolutely correct. The transaxle is the correct ZF 5DS25/2. It's got the correct BRM pin drive center lock wheels. It's got the correct bundle of snake exhaust. It's got all the correct Smith's gauges, the Weiland's harnesses, the Motolita steering wheel. It is correct.
I noticed the Talbot mirror.
The Talbot mirrors is period correct. The race car, of course, didn't have outside mirrors, but to be licensed, I did have to put the mirrors on.
Right. Now I noticed on this car, this bubble on the car. Tell us what this signifies, David.
Okay, that is called a Gurney Bubble. Dan Gurney was 6'4". He drove the Mark IV, so technically the Mark I that raced in 68 and 69 did not have the Gurney Bubble, but I welcome the extra headroom, even though I don't need it.
And especially when you have a helmet on, it's nice to have that little bump. Tell us about your engine.
Okay, the engine is a Roush 427IR crate engine. They were able to get 560 horses out of naturally aspirated using 10-to-1 compression, meaning I can run on pump gas all day long.
Can we take a lift the lid and take a look?
Sure. So I went with the fuel injection. It's a lot more streetable and it's easier to tune. I got this wire going up into the front. I just plug it into my laptop and I can play with the VE table, the timing table, the air fuel mixture table, the choke, everything.
Now this exhaust system on the Ford GT40s is so well known that it actually has its own name. What do they refer to this as?
Bundle of snakes.
So a bundle of snakes. So if you notice how the way the pipes are configured, they all wrap amongst each other and it does look like a bundle of snakes. And so whenever anybody refers to a bundle of snakes, they're generally referring to the Ford GT40 and its exhaust system.
They made a couple of changes for the street model. They did add air conditioning. It still has the pressed steel chassis, but they made it out of galvanized steel, so it's harder to rust. You can choose any engine you want to put in here. I went with the small block because I wanted to take advantage of the weight savings. So they did upgrade the brakes for safety purposes.
So I see your valve covers they indicate powered by Roush. For folks that don't know what Roush is, what is that? What is Roush?
Oh, Roush has been building engines and race cars for Ford for decades, probably longer than I've been alive. But Roush starts out with a dart block, which is high nickel content, splayed 4-bolt mains, very strong block. When Superformance wanted to build this car, they were pointing out that the weld in the chassis they can make it look a lot nicer now, but the holder of the license, GT40 Mark, said, no, you're gonna build this exactly the way they were built in '68.
If we lower this back down, could we talk you into starting the car for us, David?
Absolutely.
So as I'm looking at this Ford GT40, I'm impressed by the fit and finish of this car. Even though it's based off of a race car, very few people realize that Ford actually had intended to make a few street cars of the Ford GT40. But as I look at this car, it's got full weather stripping, nicely finished interior, a beautiful dash, controls. The seats look pretty comfortable, and David seems like he has a lot of room. So David, why don't you walk us through the starting procedure?
Okay, so you turn the key, turn the fuel pump on, and the start.
Wow, sounds great. So once again, I'd like to thank David Miyasako for bringing this fantastic Ford GT40 out here. But before we go, David, I've got to ask you, which one's faster, the Ford GT40 or the Ferrari P3?
Well, you came in first on the parade lap, so what can I say?
So I don't know, I guess this will just be a continuing rivalry and we'll have to try it again and again. So thanks for watching this episode of Legends of the Highway, and we'll see you at the next one. Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Legends of the Highway. If you liked what you saw, I'd like to remind you and encourage you to hit the subscribe button, and please hit the like button too if you enjoy this episode and others. We'll keep more cool content coming with a variety of exotics, home builds, race cars, anything you can think of for the enthusiasts. Thanks, and we'll see you at the next one.